It's been a while since we had a flagship Chromebook from Google, but now the company is back with the Pixelbook. This new high-end laptop is the best Chromebook ever, but the question is if it's worth the $1,000 price tag. Let's take a closer look. The name of the game on the Pixelbook is hardware, and Google is really showing how good it is at design with this machine. The Pixelbook is crafted from aluminum and glass, and it's absolutely beautiful. The outside has this 1/3 glass panel just like the Pixel phones, and that white on silver design extends to the other areas on the device like the bottom and the interior. The design and materials are also really well thought out. The keys still have a little bit of travel to feel traditional, and they're coated in silicone to make it comfortable over long periods. That same silicone is on the wrist rests as well, and the trackpad is glass and is nothing short of amazing. Google is also stuck with a 3:2 aspect ratio on this display, and it's solid. The brightness is acceptable, viewing angles are great, and touch response is great too. Powering the Pixelbook, you of course have high-end specs. There's a 7th generation Intel Core i5 in the base model, and an i7 if you're willing to fork over some extra cash. Paired with that is 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and SSD storage starting at 128 gigabytes going all the way up to 512 gigabytes. Combine those specs with Chrome OS and you've got a pretty incredible laptop when it comes to performance. The Pixelbook is lightning fast and stable too. In the 2 weeks I used this machine, I only had a single hiccup in performance. The battery life is also great, but it doesn't quite hit Google's mark of 10 hours every time. Of course, you're still stuck with Chrome OS, and that right there is going to be what decides if you buy this machine or not. Chrome OS has continually gotten better over the past couple of years, especially thanks to Android apps which are finally out of beta on the Pixel. However, this still isn't going to compete with something like a Windows 10 laptop or a MacBook. It's just two different ballparks. That said, Google hasn't totally shied away from trying to make the software on the Pixelbook as great as possible. You've got all the power of the Chrome browser and Google Drive, every app in the Play Store including Microsoft's Office suite, some of Adobe's apps, and much, much more. You can get a lot done on the Pixelbook, but it's still not as capable as something like a MacBook, a Windows computer, or even an iPad Pro. The Pixelbook is your go-to option for simplicity, but it probably shouldn't be your only computing device. Further, the Pixelbook is the first laptop with Google Assistant built in, and there's a handy little key to launch it whenever you want. It works on the Pixelbook just like it does on your phone, but it can also automatically recognize and give you information about what's on the screen. The last major thing to talk about on the Pixelbook is the pen. While it will cost you an extra $99, it's a handy little tool to have. The Wacom stylus is comfortable to use, has minimal latency, and lasts for a year on a single battery. It even has a button to let you circle things on the screen to have Google Assistant recognize them. It's cool and useful, but honestly I don't feel like it's worth the extra $99. Overall, the Pixelbook is an amazing machine. It has great specs, great performance, and the best package for Chrome OS ever, but that's the thing. It's still a $1,000 laptop that runs on Chrome OS. That's a hard sell for just about anybody. If you're in the market for this machine though, you probably already know it, so I can easily say you won't be disappointed.